Okay, so I don't mind taking the game over there. We could have used the herb. I just needed more info before I gave up my herb and had to backtrack. Still a little bit lost as to what the game is wanting me to do, but it seems like we're at the final boss, I'm assuming. Let me just confirm. I'll confirm to myself. I'm not going to tell other people. Let's see. Okay. So I'm all right. Let's see. So, I guess the question is am I able to cheese the fight by using the recovery sword on the soul flames? Because after all, they're enemies, right? If I defeat them, am I gonna gain 1 hit point back? That's where my can I break the game mentality is coming in. I don't think we can fire the Phoenix attack without the Soul Blade. I think that's what we were told, but I'm wondering if I can recover HP by using the shield bracelet and just attacking. Plus it'll amass gems, which I'm gonna need for later. Anyway, we have plenty of time to make attempts, so this is fine. I'm going to keep it on the Soul Blade to start, but after this battle, I'm going to go into the recovery sword and see if it'll let me recover HP. So back to where we were. And so I'm going to go ahead and go back into my inventory. The phase white transition's happening now. Recovery sword? I need to know, will it work? It doesn't. No, I mean, it would have been too easy. Fine. Don't let me cheese the game. So we got some hits in. Full of hits. Hits in. I don't know how many total hits he takes. Okay, grabbed 1. Shoot. I couldn't even hit him. I couldn't. These pickup spots keep happening in spots where I can't actually stand on them. Yeah, it was worth a shot. How am I doing in health? Okay, I managed to dodge that time. Okay, so going along the bottom is helpful. Yeah, okay, that's an easy way to... Okay, if I just do that, I don't have to worry about taking damage. Unfortunately, I didn't time attacking the boss very well. Oh, I should have always gone for the attack damage for the boss, and I just didn't. Perfect. Oh, he mixed it up a little bit. Oh, it had no energy. Oh, okay. I don't really know how that works. We're gonna have to go for the herb, I think. Oh, I didn't know they'd all die with that. Okay, so that's gone. Let's go with the... I want to go with the power bracelet, but I don't really want to. Shield bracelet, then. Oh, I guess this is why having the infinite gem ability would be so useful. Is so that you don't have to farm. Well, you still have to defeat all of them for them to be vulnerable, but you don't have to farm it. Oh, that was not great. Can't collect it. It's just the collision wasn't designed very well in this zone. Oh, I needed one more hit to that spot. Good. Yeah, it raised the side of his face, which was nice. Okay, we'll bait them this way. Okay, not really. Hold on a minute. The background is just really messing with my eyes a little bit. Whew. So let's wait for those. Oh, okay, wow. See, I can consistently dodge it if I, like, bait everything and stand completely still. The problem is when I have to account for getting in the center. Okay, that was not... Never mind, I guess I don't know how to consistently do it. I have to wait to see where the third one goes, and I'm not always in a position where I can do that. I'm gonna wait. That. Might help if I turn up. I waited too long for the other ones, and as a result, I didn't capitalize on damage. No, I can't crit. Oh, wait, he's blowing up. He's blowing up. Did we win? Finally, Guard defeated Death Toll. We did it! We did it! Second try. Suddenly, Guard heard a small voice. Guard, we decided to stay here and seal the world of evil. The world of evil is a dark world that exists at the back of creatures' minds. As long as there are inventions in this world, the same thing will happen. I will stay and try to stop as much as possible. You are still young. You should experience more. And if you figure out reasons for, comma, all feelings, comma, all connections and existences, comma, you will be rise like the master. Guard, get going. The world of evil began to disappear. Guard, you made it. All the creatures have been saved, every last one, thanks to you. Well, except for Dr. Leo. I mean, he didn't make it. Why don't you go and see the world and all its creatures? Epilogue? You finally made it. First of all, let me say thank you. I started to think of many things. He blew up. So yes, I know this may sound strange, but in the human world, if a person kills one man, he is a murderer. However, if a person kills 100, then he is praised a hero. I became a king by this theory, but I always felt lonely. Even if I had many men and beautiful women around me, I felt alone. Now I realize no man can live by himself. I am going to spend all the money I received from Death Toll to construct and build a great town. This is my way of compensating the people I helped defeat. But I also want to build a town where people won't have anything to fear. And they can begin to believe in themselves. It's over. It's end credits right now. Or basically final scenes. Guard, thank you very much. I will build statues of you and Dr. Leo in the center of town. Yeah, I can. I definitely will be able to make it. I promise to tell every generation about your accomplishments. Yeah, so perfect timing. Guard, you made it. Dr. Leo can pass away peacefully. We tools exist to be used by human beings. We are happy if we're helpful to the humans. I should be able to make it. I don't think it'll be 55 minutes before end credits. And we hurt if they use us in the wrong way. Even though we would like to tell them not to use us the wrong way, we cannot. This is very painful. But Dr. Leo understood our feelings. Tools Dr. Leo used must have been happy. I think this is a terrible way to do this. I think if you really wanted to commit to an epilogue, maybe go to all of the previous areas rather than doing all of this. Oh, you're back. Well, I wasn't worried, but Gnome was really worried about you. I think it really cheapens the experience. Gnome, say something. The king is such a thoughtless man. Dr. Leo has passed away. I miss him very much. There are creatures that only get 1 year to live. The value of life depends on the number of days spent with fulfillment. Maybe Dr. Leo's life was more fulfilled than many others. Yeah, I was surprised it was an incredibly short game. I'm looking forward to playing it eventually myself. Guard, thank you very much. Peace is returned here to St. Els. The dolphin Lou used to live with Dr. Leo. My problem isn't the dialogue, it's the fact that it's warping me from place to place to have it, instead of like me naturally having an epilogue like Eternal Blue where I can walk around and talk to these people. Leo and his daughter Lisa. I miss them and sometimes find myself crying. Now Dr. Leo is gone. Lisa must be very lonely. Oh, here comes Lou. He must have heard your voice. So that's the dolphin, right? Yep, Dolphin Lou. Phew. Guard, why did you not visit me? I did visit you, I decided to return to my hometown along with my friends. Tell you the truth, I am to be married. Hey Lala, come in here. We have Lala and Lou. Where's Lay and Low? Don't you think she is beautiful? We will be happy together. Guard, I wish you luck. Sir Kid, yes. Lola Lola La La La, yes. Turbo's grave is standing alone. When Guard closed his eyes, he tried to imagine Turbo. There we go. Like good sleep comes after hard work, good rest comes after an honest life. I will rest well with Dr. Leo. Lisa appears to be sleeping. Guard, comma, place the dream rod upon Lisa's head. Guard, I thought I would meet you here. You could also just wake up and, actually meet me. How about that? I am all alone. I know that as time passes, I will stop feeling lonely. My father used to tell me the key to happiness lies in patience, not in haste. I don't know whether you're an angel or human, but I must ask you to do me a favor. I will not ask you to stay with me. Only promise me you'll return someday. You could tell me a lie, but I feel our promise will give me hope for the future. Please, please promise me that you will one day return. Damn! She's breaking all the RPG rules. I only could say yes. Man, we would have had a really different time in Dragon Quest if we could only say yes. Thank you. I wish this dream would never end. We're only able to say yes because it's your dream. You know that, right? If it was real life, we could say no to you. It is a pretty long ending. But I'm not necessarily thinking it's a bad ending or anything like that. I just prefer walking around. Guard, promise me you will return someday. Grass Valley at sunset, the glistening ocean, the restored world was beautiful. Restored world was beautiful. I don't know what I said, but it wasn't that. Yeah, Soul Blazer 2, right after they come out with Newtopia 3, right? All the creatures stopped and looked at the beauty of the sunset. I'll take your word for it, I can't see them. It's like Sue pointing out the rainbow in Grandia 1, and we couldn't see it. One was with his child, and one was with his friend. Creatures were in awe of the scenery. Yeah, I'll see you later. Suddenly, a light ray shot into the sky. However, no one noticed. I would... Lisa was standing all by herself. Oh, okay, there's more. I was hitting all the buttons I could think of. She used to feel lonely when she saw the sunset, but now she thinks it is beautiful. I've played Terranigma and I've played Illusion of Gaia. I've just never played this game. Just like her father changed impossible to possible, Lisa feels she will be happy if she believes. I liked Illusion of Gaia a lot, honestly. Although I don't know if the gameplay elements hold up, I just like the story and the characters in it. Staff of Soul Blazer. She's falling asleep again. She just keeps sleeping on the job. Tomoyoshi Miyazaki. Yeah, I think the characterizations and the story in Illusion of Gaia is pretty good. And Takakawa we have to thank for the music that we were hearing in certain sections. Which was definitely a little bit everywhere. There were some tracks I thought were good, and then some tracks that I just didn't understand. Are we going to get a final thank you message? Quintet staff, wow. Where's the harp player that we got the string for? There's our special thanks section. Yes, that's true. There's the produced by. Okay, we have to be nearing the end if we're getting to the published section. Used upon Soul Blader. I'm gonna have to look that up. Don't know what that is. My follower, tell me what is on your mind. I do not know what has happened between you and that girl. However, being attracted to a human means that you have not yet established yourself as a heavenly creature. A year has now passed, but your feelings have not changed. Maybe you should try living as a human being, learning how they live. Be warned though, once you go down to Earth, you will lose all memory. Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense. Oh, hey, Turbo. I feel something strange in the air today. What's wrong with me? It's not how I envisioned we would be living as a human, but okay. Guard? Is that you? I guess she named the goat Turbo. Oh my. I knew you would come back. What is wrong? Don't you remember me? I mean, it would be in character for us to say no. It's okay. You don't have to worry. I can tell by the look in your eyes. It's me, Lisa, daughter of Dr. Leo the inventor. Please, don't you remember me? You just said you understood. Well, okay. You have never lied to me. It's just hard to believe you lost all your memory. All right, I won't ask you again. I guess I have to change my way of thinking. We can create many new and wonderful memories together. Okay, let me introduce myself. I am Lisa. And the goat behind me is Turbo. Come on, Turbo. Say hello. Bleat. He looks like a dog I used to have. That is why I call him Turbo. Come, I will show you around. Hurry up, Turbo. The end. All right. Well, everybody, that was Soul Blazer on the Super Nintendo. 4 streams. Relatively short game, not bad. Although I do have some bad news, Weird Pro Q. As far as getting the coveted 75 score or higher, I don't think this game quite reaches it. I think I was thinking about this and kicking the score around my head, probably somewhere around the 3rd stream or so. I was thinking it was probably going to be somewhere around a 72, 73, and I ended up falling around a 73. I think the final boss fight, at least with its use of magic and everything else, was kind of fun, even though the end credits and everything else was a little bit too drainy. I would have preferred a full epilogue where we were able to go around and talk to all of the people that we saved. I felt that would have been more meaningful instead of speaking to the ruler forcibly in each of the locations and just having exposition about Dr. Leo. I felt like that was really, really weird that they had to shoehorn in all the Dr. Leo development at the very, very end. Despite only, because we got to only meet him right there at the very end. We saw a dream sequence with him in one of the final areas. The major gripe happens to be the dungeon aspect of the game. I like the overworld aspect of the game a lot. I like talking to the NPCs. I think the humor is quite funny. I think the overall color and enjoyment on the overworld is intact. The problem is that overall the boss fights, I think they suffer by not utilizing the magic system. I think it's a bit underwhelming to have boss fights that you can only defeat in attacking only when they give you like access to 8 spells. And they expect you to only use the 8 spells outside of boss battles, and you can't use any of them inside of boss battles. Most of the RPGs that I played that are action-oriented, Zelda-type games, even Ys 1 and Ys 2, which were more action RPGs with their bump combat, still, especially with Ys 2, allowed you to take advantage of things like spells and do certain abilities and things inside of battle, which is why I felt it was a little bit of a strange choice to not let you do them, even if they would do reduced damage in certain boss fights. I felt a little bit saddened I couldn't take those same abilities and use them later. And you can it would make the punishment a lot more brutal if you were to lose all of your gems, to not have the ability to use gems at that particular point. But that's really the major gripe. I didn't like the fact that you had to sit there and forcibly wait for certain enemies to just keep spawning from a set floor tile, instead of just having them running around in a dungeon for you to defeat. If you want, I mean, honestly, I'm going to clear a dungeon anyway. If I'm playing a game that has EXP and is working with like strength levels, defense, HP, and those things that level up, I'm not going to leave enemies alone. I'll kill what's there on the screen, but waiting for them to respawn on certain tiles got a little bit too repetitive, especially with some of them wanting 7 or 8 spawns from a single tile before you could actually move on and collect it. So other than that, it's not a bad game. I'm not saying that because I scored it a 73, it's a bad game. It's just I don't think it would be a game I would actively recommend, other than just like its flavor text and its humor. I think it would be better to probably watch first play. I think if there was a little bit more depth to combat and dungeon exploration, I might at that point probably give it a thumbs up. But overall, I'm not sorry I played it. I'm glad I finally completed the trilogy at long last. Yeah, because I would have liked to experimented with like different like the fireball ability or the arrow ability, but I just didn't mess with any of it because I knew that it wasn't going to matter in boss fights anyway, and I could just slash enemies with my sword, except for some of the enemies you had to kill using magic in the overworld, which were very few and far between. There are only 2 instances, in fact, in the entire game you had to use magic to progress outside of the final boss, where you had to use the Phoenix ability. So, but all in all, good pick. It was a nice unwind game, and I have been beckoned to hydrate, and I've just been ignoring it. I'm sorry. But thank you very much for recommending it. And for those who have the Bloppert points, just a reminder, I do have an option where you can redeem and recommend a game for me to play, and I will drop everything that I have going on, assuming I haven't started a new project yet, and play it. And I have a number of consoles now that I can play things on, especially now that I have the Analog Pocket, so keep that in mind. But coming up on Thursday, the long-awaited Cosmic Fantasy 1. I will finally have the opportunity to play, and I misjudge how high the camera is, and so I keep like decapitating the game. So Cosmic Fantasy Collections on the Switch. I'll be playing Part 1 since we played Part 2 back in 2021. So look forward to that. Oh shoot, we have Road Rash. I'm assuming. Okay, so I'm assuming you want the 3DO version then, and not the Sega CD version that I've got. I'm assuming you want the authentic 3DO experience. Yes, the proper one. Absolutely. I will go ahead and get on that. I don't have the physical copy right now, but I'm going to order it today. And so I may not be able to start on that on Thursday. I'll have to delay it until I have it. I do have something small I can do before the Cosmic Fantasy Collection, but I will do Road Rash proper. No, I don't have a copy, but I know a place that does have a physical copy. It's cheap. It's cheap. Unless I'm trying to go complete in box, and like complete in box is probably going to be like about $45 to $60. One of the places in Joplin, Missouri actually had a copy of it the last time I went, and they had it priced at $49.99. I don't know if it's still there. Plus, I don't want to drive to Joplin. That's like about an hour and a half away, but I can call to see if they have a copy. That would be the quickest way to probably go about acquiring it. But otherwise, I can order it. I'll price shop around. And yeah, it is a classic to have. I'm honestly surprised I didn't pick it up and leave the store with it. It had everything in it. I don't know why I said no. But I'll go ahead and get the game suitcase. I'll have that ready to go. I have a small project I can do in the meantime, just so that I'm not playing like a 20 stream RPG, or I'm assuming Cosmic Fantasy might be like 6 or 7 streams. I don't know. Cosmic Fantasy 2 was about that long, and I think 1 is about the same lengthwise. I don't know. I haven't looked a whole lot into 1. But I will play Road Rash. I will play it properly because I agree with you. That game should be on the 3DO. It makes little sense to have played all these other obscure games and not the one game everybody should. So I'll go ahead and place the order tonight, and if the prices are too repugnant, I'll look at the store that I bypassed and see if they still have it. But for right now, we're actually going to get off kind of early. We have plenty of time before Boys Over Flowers at this particular point, so I will see everybody back on Thursday. I'll have something small for us. We'll see how things go. I have an idea of what I'm going to play, actually. I'll give you a hint. It's on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. That's the only hint you're going to get. And I will... Oh, Boys Over Flowers is canceled? Oh, she's at the concert. There's no boys. Okay. Well then. You guys can just not... You guys can just, I don't know, watch something else. Neo Geo Pocket Color. It's the second game I've played on it. I played Evolution, the demake of Evolution on it. There's one other game I was going to play on it, and I don't know if it'll be any good, but I at least want to explore it. Yeah, that's the other thing. And so I was gonna watch. He's doing a 4 Thieves only run on Final Fantasy 1, so I was gonna watch that. Because Final Fantasy 1, of course, is my favorite of all of the games that has come out. Although, you know, story-wise, it of course doesn't stack up to the others, but it just has a special place in my heart. I play all the cool obscure retro games and also some of the not-so-cool retro games, which I've played in the past, and... there's one coming up that will certainly not be cool, but I feel like I'm committed to playing it. And I won't reveal what that is yet, but I've got plans. I've got lots of plans. That wasn't a stab at you, Weird Pro Q. I wasn't saying that this game was one of those games. I promise that was not my intention. I only realized after the fact that it could be inferred as a stab at your game, and it's not. I promise. The game is fine. It's just not solid to me. Okay, good. I was worried. All right. So the next major project is going to be Road Rash, but before that, I'll have something on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Then Cosmic Fantasy 1 will be the next big game, and then other than that, I'll have a couple of small ones, and then the big one's going to be the Mario & Luigi game that's coming out in November. So plenty of time in between then. I will see everybody on their respective Discords, and I will go ahead and see what's going on